Well, tonight we are kicking off our 12 Who Care series, highlighting local people who are going, we're talking way above and beyond in our community.
Our Jessica Clark introduces us to Sheryl Johnson, a Jacksonville mother who lost her son, and she turned that pain into purpose.
When a Jacksonville mother lost her son, it was pure sorrow. And now she's taken that experience and she's changing the situation for so many people with the idea that it's okay to not be okay.
Tell me about Alex as a kid.
He was super bright, just so enamored with the world and bugs. So he introduced me to a whole world of bugs. This is Avondale, so that's St. John's and Talbot. This is called 22 Dragonflies.
Dragonflies are special for Sheryl Johnson of Jacksonville.
And so then there's the picture of that dragonfly landed on him.
Yeah, the dragonfly, he was 5. We were up at a lake in Minnesota and this dragonfly landed on his nose and he was like, that little grin on his face. It's just a great image of who he was, captured just his sweet little spirit.
But as Alex grew up,
by the 10th grade, he had really become withdrawn and was not doing well in school. So we withdrew him and took him to get evaluated. And he was evaluated with depression and anxiety at that time.
Eventually, he improved. But then when Alex was away at college,
in the second semester of his junior year, he called and said, I'm in trouble. I think you better come get me.
The depression was back in full force.
So he came home and we got him back in therapy and we're trying to work on him.
But the mental health issues continued.
Now he's 21 years old when he's back home and I'm trying to find doctors and try and find help for him and no one will talk to me. He's an adult, he needs to do it on his own.
Oh.
And I kept saying, but he's in crisis and he's not gonna make those decisions right now. Like, I don't have to be in his therapy session. I don't have to be part of it, but can someone tell me, like, what are we supposed to do? If I look back, some of the hardest things for me when he would say, I'm just a loser and I'm sorry I'm doing this to you and everyone else is normal and I'm not. The desire to just want to say to him, this is not a definition of your character or your value and I don't think of it that way. But I'm mom. And he needed that from somewhere else. There was no playbook for this, and we weren't getting information from anywhere, and it was overwhelming to try and find it. And so it didn't work out for us. We went out of town, and he bought Xanax, what he thought, from a friend, and it was laced with fentanyl, and he passed away.
Alex was gone at 22 years old. It was 2017.
How do you climb out of that?
It takes a little while. I think in the beginning I was so focused on knowing whether he had taken his life on purpose or whether it was an accident. I guess after a while it didn't matter. He was just gone.
More than a year later, still grieving, Sheryl and her husband felt moved to tell their story. So they started a nonprofit called Alex's Dragonfly Coalition. The mission?
We'll destigmatize mental illness.
It started by going to Baptist Hospital.
We were told Alex could go through it by himself. And when my mom had breast cancer, you told us she should never go through it by herself. We need to change that.
Baptist responded by partnering with the Johnsons. Sheryl's nonprofit is now called Hearts for Minds. It still uses the dragonfly as its symbol, and it also now uses art in the form of murals all over Northeast Florida, 25 so far.
They all have a dragonfly in them someplace. Sometimes you gotta find it, but they're all there. And they all have a QR code. And people can get right to our website where they can find information about mental illness. So we feel like we've done Alex a justice by providing that. And we'll keep doing it.
This is for being one of the 12 who care.
It's just crazy.
And we are so thankful for people like you.
Oh my gosh.
So thankful for people like you.
I'm so thankful and honored for this. It was such a surprise when you called, and I'm so grateful and overwhelmed, and I'm truly, truly honored to be part of this community and doing things that help. And this is a spectacular reminder of what I do and gives me the strength to keep going.
Sheryl is such a powerful force for positive change in our community. So congratulations to her and all that she's doing to make a difference. And we are celebrating 12 incredible individuals who are making a difference, a big difference here on the First Coast. Those stories airing over the next month. And then you can watch our 12 Who Care awards show. It's streaming November 20th at 7 o'clock on ABC 25.